Hello everybody, it's the Go Live Granny here, and I am live streaming here from my base on the Isle of Wight, and it is Wednesday the 13th of December 2023. So what sort of day have you had? It's been a fairly busy day here in the Go Live Granny headquarters, whatever you want to call it. I've had some personal stuff to do. I've been making some greetings cards, and I've got to carry on with doing some greeting cards. Hello, Debs. Nice to see you in very quickly there. First one in, coming in from YouTube. Well done, Debs. So have you had a busy day, Debs? I've had a busy day. I've done some housework. I've had my hairdresser round. I've done some personal phone calls to about something, you know, one of those things that goes on and on and on. And then I've ordered some bits from IKEA. And hello from Scotland. Hi, Ailey. Nice to see you in. So yes, I've done some bits from IKEA, and that was a fun and games thing as well, which I will talk to you about in a minute. And then this evening, it's all about carrying on with the greetings card assignment that I need to finish tonight. I have promised that they could be collected tomorrow, so I really need to crack on and finish these 20 cards that I've got here. I'm enjoying doing them very much. I've been awake since 3 o'clock this morning. I went to bed. I fell asleep early last night, so I had quite a long sleep. Woke up at 3 o'clock, couldn't go back to sleep. And I thought, well, why don't I just go and, I'm in the Wide Awake Club, why don't I just go and do some of my greetings cards, which was what I did. And I've been on the go all day. I'm obviously getting a bit sleepy now, but I do need to finish this assignment. Now, I've got a lot of cards that are like half done. So this is a box card that's just the box so far. And then what happens with these, they become, whoops, hang on. This one isn't quite finished because it needs a greeting on the front, something on the front. But this is how these box cards are. So they start off. Good evening, Lynn. Hello, Yvonne. Debs has said I did a lot. She slept through a Zoom meeting. Well, I didn't have a Zoom meeting. No, and I've had a lot. I've had things I've had to achieve today, and I've achieved what I set out to do. Well, mostly what I achieved. What I set out to achieve. One of the things wasn't possible, but that's not my fault. It's down to somebody else, and that's okay. That's a private business over there. Here's Yvonne coming in on YouTube as well. And who's coming in with the purple heart? Good evening, Lynn, with a purple heart from Facebook user, and hi, Lynn, and some kisses from a Facebook user. So Facebook users, please identify yourselves. Either identify yourself with something that I will know it's you every time you comment, or go to streamyard.com/ Facebook and identify yourself. So that would be good. So what I'm hoping to do is, as I say, get all these cards finished tonight. These are an assignment for a local charity. Wait a minute, let's take that off. These are an assignment for a local charity. They want 20 of these to give to their befrienders and volunteers, and I have promised that they will have them tomorrow. Kim is in from upstate New York, USA. Ailey's busy wrapping Christmas present gifts and lots of the ends of the sellotape. It's so annoying. Oh yeah, you lost the end of the cell. Oh, that is so annoying when you lose the end of the tape. Right, it's Tina's coming in from Facebook group. I don't know whether Tina made both those remarks or whether it was Tina and somebody else. So let us know. How many are finished? Actually, I don't think any one of them is totally finished, these cards. They're all part finished. So I've got, this one needs greetings on the front. This one, so basically they start as a piece of A4 card, and then I cut it down, and then I make it into a box shape, and then I put the inside struts in. So I've got loads of bits like this, and then I put on the decorating bits like this. So I've embossed some foil there. Look, can you see that beautiful embossing on there? I've embossed it with, that's got holly and mistletoe and snowflakes and things. So that gives it a nicer look than just the plain card. And then on some of them, I've left this flap on. And on some of them, I've taken that front flap off. And on this one, I've taken the flap off, and I've taken that piece and turned it round and put it on here to make this bit stronger and to give it a nice colour there. Right. Good evening, Richard. Oh, it was Kath and Lulu. Nice to see you. Yvonne says they will be gorgeous. You work best at the last moment, Lynn. Yes, I always work well to a deadline. I usually achieve my deadlines, and this one was a bit of a loose deadline. Originally, I said, when do you want them? They said the end of November, but then they weren't ready for them. And Karen said that she wasn't back in the office till today. She messaged me this morning and said, any news on the cards? And I said, I will finish them today, and they will be ready to be collected tomorrow. And I will not go back on that promise. I know that it looks like I've got an awful lot of work to do because I've got a lot of them at this stage, right? But that now comes the fun bit of actually putting on all the bits and pieces. So I mean, this one I did in the night. This one went down well with my. Oh, I've lost one. This one went down well with my Facebook audience. They liked this one and the other one that had the hats on, the little hats. I have got a tray and a box of loads of bits. Hi, Mum. Oh, that must be Natasha coming in from Facebook group. So look. Unless you're not talking to me. So that says hi, Mum. I'm assuming that's probably Natasha. In Facebook group. Tasha, if you're in the Facebook group, go to streamyard.com/Facebook and identify yourself if you've got time and if you're not too busy cooking meals for your big family. So anyway, don't worry if you don't. I think I know it's you. So I have in the night and this morning I did a lot of stamping. Now I'm not a colorist. I've not done a lot with colour work. I actually love cutting the shapes out like this. But I thought, you know what? We need some differences too. It's too samey all the time. So what I did in the night, I got out some of my stamps. And this is just one of my rubber stamps. And I stamped it with a green ink. I thought I was going to have to colour it as well, but it's come out all right, hasn't it? Just with the green ink. And there's a little bobble hat on there. And then this one I will do in sort of winter clothes and maybe a bit of snow or something on that one. You know, I see things and then they inspire me. These ones you've seen before. These are the snowy ones, because I've got a lot of snowflake. Whoops, hang on. A lot of snowflake dies. So again, they just need sentiments on now. They're not quite finished, but they're nearly there. And they're not going to take that long when they get to this stage. But also, you see, I have a tray under here. Oh, I don't think I can pull it out. Oh, no. This piece of card. I have a piece of card here. And on this piece of card, I've got loads of things I stamped up earlier. So here's some I stamped earlier. So I've got bells. And I've got a nice purple card that I'm going to put some glitz on these bells, and then I'm going to put them on the purple card. I've got little snowmen printed up. I've got sentiments. I've got words and things that are going to go on some of these. So I have a load of stuff here. So it's not like I've got to do all that from scratch. And it shouldn't look a nice snowflake. I think that needs some glitter. Deb says she likes the green one. Yes, I think the green one's particularly nice. And the little hats. These little hats, this one, obviously the red one, but these little hats, they were the hats that go on. You see the decorations behind me on the wall? Can you see on the wall? Whoops. Those are the hats out of the decoration kits. See, so I have so much around me that I can mix and match. I can get some rubber stamps. I can get some dies. I can do all sorts of bits. It's, you know, it's quite nice. I mean, I want to do one that's, now, I've got one here. Well, I did have one there. Oh, this one. This one. Now, this colour makes me think of gingerbread, right? So I think this one, or a shiny, a glittery one like this, because I've got some glitter card this colour, really needs gingerbread men, don't you think? Gingerbread men and candy canes, maybe. That sort of thing. So I look at something and I get inspired by the colours. and you know, different bits. This one, look, we're driving home for Christmas. That was a little die set I had, and die set and stamps. And so it says on there, driving home for Christmas. Your candle wicks came today, so you can do those tomorrow. Excellent. So are you making candles, Yvonne? I've never made candles. It's not so, funnily enough, it doesn't appeal to me, but you know, I do like so many crafts, but not candle making hasn't been one that's grabbed me. But if it grabs you, that's excellent. See, so that's so all of these are going to have more bits. So this one might have some more Christmas trees in. See, look, there's a track with Christmas trees there. I've got a load of little Christmas trees cut out. Maybe we'll go on that one. You know, it's just about looking to see what's going to inspire me. And the ones with the jumpers, I've been wanting to use these for ages. I've also got a mug, you know, a nice mug stamp with hot chocolate in it, probably, and all that sort of thing. And look at this. Look at, I know she's a bit big, but look at this. I think it's a gingerbread lady, don't you? And I need to give her some nice cool colour buttons, and I need to give her a lovely colour bow and some glitz and some glamour. But she might, although she's big, I might make a big statement. Let's have a look. She might be too big for it, but look, she could pop out the top of one of these boxes, and then we could have some little gingerbread men on there. But you know, as you can see, I'm having amazing fun. So I stamped up these, and then I what they call fussy cut. So fussy cutting is when you cut round the shape. Sometimes we have dies that you can put over the top that will cut round. But you know, to be honest, sometimes it's easier just to fussy cut it than to try and put it through the die machine, the die cutter, and cut it that way. Here's a nice. This is a nice purpley one. I'm going to do purple and white on there. Look, that's been embossed. Hello, Rhonda. Whoa, Rhonda. Rhonda is one of the Crafters Companion community, and she's over there in. I think you're in the States, aren't you, Rhonda? And so lovely to have you in. And she's saying hello to Yvonne and to Debs because she's on YouTube. So Rhonda's coming from YouTube, and when I'm watching Crafters Companion, I chat with Rhonda. Oh, Chicago. She's in Chicago. So I chat with Rhonda because, again, when I'm watching Crafters Companion, it's like this. The Crafters Companion people will be up there on the screen, and we will be chatting in the chat box. And so I chat to, Rhonda's one of the people I chat to quite a lot. So that's nice. So as I say, Rhonda can see the people who are coming in from Facebook, but she won't be able to see the people coming in from... No, sorry. Rhonda can see the people coming in from YouTube because she's on YouTube. The people on YouTube can't see the comments from Facebook people. That's why sometimes I just put the comments up. But there you are. Look, there's Rhonda coming in from Oak Park, Chicago. Lovely to have you here. So Rhonda, I was just showing some of my makes that I've been doing. So I think most of the rest are all not finished. But as I say, I really did like the little ones with hats on. I'm going to do some probably with little stockings on. As I say, I've cut out so many bits ready for sticking on. And what I'm going to do in a minute, I mean, I got myself into, well, let's say a mess. I mean, I got myself only in a mess in that I had so much stuff around me, because when you craft and you craft at this level with lots of stuff going on, you know, you're not going to keep sweeping up every 2 seconds. So I'm sitting in my corner by my radiator. I've got my dad's bureau is open so that I can have some of my stuff on there. I've got a little coffee table down here that's got 3 shelves. So I'm working on the top of that and then putting my guillotine underneath and then bringing it out, and then, you know, other things there. And now I've bought in another little coffee table to put these on. And in a minute, I'm going to get another table out to put over there, because I now need to craft at the speed of light. No, it's not too bad. I know my limitations, and I know I can get these all done by the morning, because then, you know, we're at the point where so many of them are half done and all the bits are done. But I'm just going to have a whiz of a time this evening, sitting and watching the craft show and doing my crafting, stopping for the odd cup of coffee along the way. and then full steam ahead. And no, I won't say full steam ahead till morning. I'm hoping that I will get them done before morning, and then I can get to sleep. If I don't, I will go full steam ahead until morning and then sleep tomorrow, because that's yes, Rhonda's saying that this is screaming for shelves. I know it's screaming for something up here, isn't it? Even if it might be a board where I put pictures and things. I've got a board with pictures up over here, but I haven't got it on camera because it's my family, the children in my family, the grandchildren, and we have a policy of not putting them on social media, which is why you can't see that board. And that's why I'm sitting at this angle. But you're right, Rhonda. I know this is a blank canvas waiting for something. I will I will have to I'll talk to John and Kath. Now, John and Kath, some of you will know if you've watched the broadcast a lot, John and Kath come round. I met them. Well, Kath linked into me because she saw my live streams during pandemic, and we've become great friends since then. They live on the island at the moment. They're going to move off, but at the moment they're living here. And John comes round with his toolkit and does jobs that I need doing round. They're very, very kind to me, as are lots of people. And then Kath often goes and makes the tea while John and I are discussing things. Now, they've been incredibly helpful because I'm trying to maximize my craft room. Sometime I'll give you a tour of my craft room. My craft room is along the corridor. It's my second bedroom in my flat. But we're trying. I was because I didn't have a lot of pennies. I tried to maximize all old furniture, but I'm budgeting now, and I have a little bit to spend, not a huge amount, and I'm now trying to maximize how that room works to the best advantage. And some of you will know that I bought some IKEA drawers the other day, and they were a huge success. So I said to Kath and John the other day, oh right, I'm going to do another IKEA, because we've gone a bit further along the line, and there's a few more pennies have come in, and so I said, right, I'm going to do an IKEA order again this month, and I wanted another set of drawers and one or two other little bits to go in between. Right, hang on. Let's have a look. Now, this made me laugh. Yvonne, she says, sleep is for the weak. And that's what my son often says. Sleep is for the weak, sometimes all week. Next week I can sleep all week, but at the moment I can't because I've got assignments to do. So yes, that made me laugh, Yvonne, because you made me think of Tristan. And Rhonda says it's a good idea not to show family pictures. Well, that's a policy of my children. They don't want their children seen online, and that's totally okay. I think that's a really good idea because too much stuff happens, and it's too easy for people to that's making it easier for people to find out about the children. If they want to find out, they'll find out, but don't make it easy for them, is what I say. Alan's making a splat pattern with cranberry sauce. Not good artwork. Oh no. So who's that? Who's that coming in on Facebook there? Who's Alan's? I'm not quite sure who that is. Anyway, I did that. I've done that before. I've made a splat pattern with gravy when I was first married. Very newly married, and we were in our new flat. I did the cooking for my husband. I went to cut my meal. We were sitting with the table next to the wall, and plain wall it was, and I cut my meat. Now we're talking a long time ago. We're talking 1972, right? The memories are all coming back. And I cut my meat, and it shot off the plate, and the gravy went up the wall. That was not a good start. Over there, I've told you before, I've got a splat on my ceiling where I had a flask explode. I'd forgotten to empty the flask, and it had coffee, and with milk in, and of course the milk went off and it exploded, and it took the coffee up the seat onto the ceiling with it. I can't afford to have the place repainted at the moment, but actually, it's a feature. So that Rhonda says her craft room looks like a storage room right now. Absolutely, because I expect, like me, you're getting so many things coming in. I have a little crafter's companion parcel that arrived today. And whoops, and I will open that in a minute and show you what's in that. Right, so then your hubby jar, and so who am I talking to? Whose hubby is that? Jar all over. I've forgotten who came in on Facebook. So when you come in and when you're writing on Facebook, if you look, so this is what it says. Look, it says Den, my hubby, jar, and all over the floor. So if that's you, just remind me, because I forget, who's commented up there. And so if you can go to to StreamYard.com, and then go to StreamYard, and if you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, you can put in and tell it who. Oh, you're Debs. I thought you were in on YouTube. You see, now you've confused me, because I thought it was you, but then I thought you came in on Facebook. Did you not come in on Facebook? No, not Facebook. Didn't you come in on? Yes, Debs, you started on YouTube. You are confusing me. Not difficult at all. So I get it now. Right, okay. Rhonda said she did that with mashed potatoes in the blender. The lid flew off. Oh, what a mess. I bet it was. But you know what, Mike? My audience, Rhonda, you're fairly new to to being part of the Go Live Granny community. But I've had an online community since 2016, when I first started live streaming. And then I used to, before COVID, I used to go up country and see go and meet up with my family, my children around the country. And I used to just do all the traveling myself. But there's always shenanigans. Either the train wouldn't come, or the train would take me into one platform, or somebody would tell me to go to one platform for my next train. And then I hear an announcement saying your train is leaving from, and I'm standing on platform 1, and they're telling me that it's platform 18. I need to be in half a minute, and it doesn't work. So many fun things. But it's what my audience liked. Shenanigans, and it is like my middle name. But anyway, we have lots of shenanigans and we laugh about it. I have a very good sense of humour. But a year ago tonight, I didn't have a good sense of humour. So today I am absolutely celebrating my life, because we're exactly a year on to the day that I nearly didn't make it through the night. And many of you will have heard me talk about this often. I was very, very poorly, and the doctors wouldn't, or the gatekeeper at the doctors wouldn't give me an appointment. And they said, see you next week. I said, no, you won't see me next week. If you don't give me an appointment, I'm overriding you. And actually, they never would have seen me the next week, because I nearly died. But I'm not going on the negatives. I'm going on the positives of what a wonderful year I've had, recovering and actually finally getting back to the good old essence of Lynn, I think somebody called it, the fun times and all that. So, I'm back in a very happy place. Lots of you have helped me get there. Those of you who I've met through Crafters Companion helped me over there. Those of you who were already part of the Go Live Granny community have helped me over here. We help each other. It's a community of people helping each other. Rhonda's saying CCTV is full of shenanigans as well. Absolutely, shenanigans is what it's all about. But even today, shenanigans. I had, as I said, I was telling you, I'm sitting here, I'm surrounded by all my craft stuff for this assignment. Now I'm making 20 cards, and they've all to be different. And so I've got stamps and dies and ink pads and ink daubers and scissors and glue and glitter and everything all around me. And I had the ink daubers. Now my hairdresser was coming, and at one point she wouldn't have been able to get in the room, because I was crafting even in front of the door. So the door is just here to the side of me, to this room, and she would not have been able to get into the room. So I decided I'd better do a bit of tidying up. She knows me well, and she doesn't worry about these things. But so I thought, well, I better swoosh it all over, make a space for her, make a space for me to sit to have my hair cut today, and then we'll be fine. And then and my hairdresser and I have known each other a long time, and we like to have, usually she comes and does my hair. She doesn't book somebody straight after me, because we like to sit and have a chat and a cup of tea. But this time we did it the other way around. We had the cup of tea before she did my hair, so it was different. But as I say, I was trying to tidy up for her, and I'm going to show you this. Those of you crafters will know what this is, right? Okay, this was a tray, a neat little box with a lot of ink daubers. These are, anybody who's not in the crafty world, what you do is you put these on your finger and you daub them in the ink. If you only want a little bit of ink to go on something, you put this in rather than use the whole ink pad and waste a lot of ink. So so these, once upon a time, were neatly in this. I'm not going to tip it because they're going to fall. Well, this is a container that had all these neatly sitting in them. Okay. So I was tidying up and I knocked it. And it went on the floor. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 5s are 40. 40 daubers in here, right? So I knocked it and 40 daubers flew across the floor. Dear, oh dear. So, and don't forget, they've got, they're inky on the ends. I don't think any ink went on anything it shouldn't. I don't know. I haven't really looked because it was just before Jane arrived to do my hair. So anyway, so I went about my business trying to pick these up. All right, and don't forget, they don't just land in a pile. If they go, the box broke, so it hasn't broken, but the lids come away from, and I haven't clipped the lid back on. So I had 40 daubers all across the floor. And in my, my conscious effort to get these tidied up, I then managed to knock, now, again, in crafters language, my Totally Tiffany storage bag. So those of you in Crafters Companion will know but Totally Tiffany does some wonderful storage bags, see-through bags that you can see what's in it. Well, of course, it was the end wasn't, the Velcro wasn't Velcroed up, was it? Because I'd been using the ink out of it. So what happened? I knocked it, and then I had ink pads flying across the floor. I think they were flying across the floor to meet the ink daubers. They were going to have a party in the middle of the floor. So anyway, I picked up the ink pads and I just swooshed these a bit to the side and put some of them in. Bit later on, after Jane had been doing my hair, she managed to knock them and they went flying again. Oh, sorry, I'm talking too much. So the ink daubers, of course, there's a bit of shenanigans today, but I will pick them all up and put them all back in, only for it all to happen all over again, I'm pretty sure. It's nice to see that Yvonne is chatting with Rhonda and asking her what she makes, because Yvonne is my friend here on the island, and Rhonda, of course, is Crafter's Companion friend. So she loves making albums from scratch. She has a YouTube channel. Oh, I must look at your YouTube channel. I think I knew you had one, Rhonda, but I've been so busy I haven't looked, but I will. You only have a few videos up due to some injuries, but 2 new baby albums. You also quilt and crochet. Excellent. Richard's saying it looks good. Are you talking about the cards, Richard? I don't know. I thought it was sushi. Oh, what do you mean this? You thought that was sushi, did you? I don't know. Anyway, so let's have a look. And then Rhonda says she makes cards when she has to. I don't have to make cards, but I love doing it. And in fact, my hairdresser looked at these and she loved the ones with the little hats. I think that she liked the one with the green hats best. And she said, I should have asked you. She'd got a card she needs. She said, I should have asked you to make some cards. I said, what do you need? She said, no, it's too late. Don't worry. Whew, that was good. Good and not good, because I would have said yes to try and do it, and then I would have run myself out of time probably. So as I say, Yvonne and Rhonda's chatting over there, and Yvonne's going to look Rhonda up on YouTube. There we go. So Kathleen's chatting with Deb. Rhonda's saying she follows several people on YouTube that make albums. She's picked up some great ideas. Rosa Kelly scrapbooking is where you started. And then Facebook users saying, ha ha, ink dauber party. It was an ink dauber party and it went all over the floor. But, you know, and not only that, but of course, all over the floor were lots of tiny bits of card where I sit and do my card. I don't worry about trying to keep it all neat and tidy in a pile. I just let it fall on the floor and then I have a big swoosh. I don't have carpet in this room and I have a big swoosh with the broom. Normally when my hairdresser cuts my hair, she usually gets my broom and sweeps the hair up. But because there's a lot of craft items on the floor at the moment that need to be swept up, I said, leave it because I'll have to go through it, because those naughty dies, you know, those naughty dies, they fall off the table and then they ping halfway across the room. But of course, I have got my new, hang on a minute. I have got my new magnetic telescopic tool. This cost me just £3.99 and it's absolutely wonderful. I told you on yesterday's podcast, I had one of these. I had a smaller one of these that was really for small items like dies that go on the floor. When I couldn't find it, I thought, well, let's order another one. The first one will turn up, but it's better to have two than not be able to have any. Right. Oh, how lovely. My granddaughter's watching. She's saying, hi, Granny. And she said, you're listening. They're listening while they are eating their dinner. Right. I better not say anything about any presents or anything I've got for the grandchildren then. Maybe I'm not buying them presents this year. What do you reckon? Do you reckon I should? So anyway, my children my grandchildren love crafting, and that particular granddaughter is really, really keen. She's made me some lovely cards. You know, I showed them how to do it. I've got them all sorted out with a lot of equipment, and I know, Jen, did the parcel arrive? I sent a parcel and it didn't arrive the next day, and I don't think it arrived the next day, so I don't know if it's arrived yet. And also, I'm pretty peeved because today I was expecting some Amazon stuff, and then I got a message saying it had been delayed. Well, I don't think it's Amazon that's delayed it. I think it's the Royal Mail. The Royal Mail are letting Amazon down, and you know, these things haven't come, and I'm a bit annoyed because they were supposed to be here today. So anyway, going back to this, I ordered this. I just looked for, you know, I didn't want to spend a lot of money, but I wanted something that would pick my dies up off the floor without me having to bend down. See, so it pulls out like that. And then and it was great because one pinged on the floor earlier, and I just was able to just reach out and it attracted it. And I thought, oh, this is a very heavy duty one. I put a link up on my page because, you know, if anybody wanted to get one, and you know, or see, I was recommending it, and suddenly realized this is actually a heavy duty one for nails and things like that, but it's certainly very good. It's, you know, it's better than the one I had before. So Richard's saying the only person can really call me granny for real. Well, my daughter's got 4 children. My son, one of my sons has 2 children. And you know, I'm granny to 6. I'm actual granny to 6 children, and the children, my son's children, and his fiance, they call me actual granny, and she writes on the envelope actual granny because they're staking their claim, because they know that all of you like to be part of my family, my granny's family, but that you know, they don't want me to forget that I'm actual granny to those children. And how could I ever? They're just, you know, it doesn't work like that. I would never forget them. So let's go back. Right. Richard's saying my hair looks good. That's because Jane's been and done it for me. That's nice. Right. Nice to see you in, Richard. Sorry, I didn't say hello. Yvonne says she saw folios on the posh. Yvonne follows the Posh Paper Lady. I know that's one of the, because Yvonne and I are both crafters. Yvonne and I met when I was at the hospital one day in the canteen after an appointment, and Yvonne and her husband sat on the next table, and Yvonne saw my knitting on the table, and that's it. that's how we became friends, because she's a great knitter, and she used to have a shop, a craft shop, and she smiled at me when she saw my knitting on there, and we started chatting, and we've been great friends ever since. And she lives over the other side of the island, and we don't get to see each other as much as we used to, but we do quite often. We do a FaceTime call, which is lovely. So yes, so there's Richard saying only person can really call me Granny. So actual Granny is what they call me. All right. So the parcel did arrive. Excellent. And do you like what was in the parcel, and is it going to be useful to you? Mechanics Everywhere has one of those magnets. Oh right, okay, yeah, this is brilliant. So Yvonne is saying it's cheaper to buy presents than to put coal in their stockings. Absolutely. I don't know what the price of coal's like these days. I don't have that sort of heating system, so I haven't got a clue. So let's see. Right. That is too cute. Sorry, I've forgotten what is too cute. Never mind. I forget. Do you know what? Since I was very ill this time last year, I've recovered, but not totally, because I have brain fog now. And something that was just something that I could always do without thinking about it, I often have to stop and think. For example, I needed to add a contact to my Gmail list. I couldn't remember how to do it. I had to look it up on YouTube and see. And that was yesterday. Today I had to add another contact, and I'd forgotten again. So, it's not dementia, it's just a bit of brain fog, I think. So, anyway, Debs is hopping from Facebook to YouTube. Are you multitasking so that you can see what everybody's comments are? That's good. The bump on Alan's head with the pickup stick to change channels isn't helping him hold a jar of cranberry sauce. No, I don't suppose it is. So, yes, so there's a few accidents going on in Deb's household. And perhaps you need to give your husband a helmet, Deb. Perhaps he should have a helmet for Christmas, so that, there we go. And there we are. Look, Richard's saying that he and I met on the number 9 bus. Now, Richard, for those of you who don't know, Richard lives in Birmingham, but he loves the Isle of Wight. So any chance he gets, he comes to the Isle of Wight. One day he was on the Isle of Wight, and he got on the number 9 bus, and I got on the number 9 bus, and he was sitting across the gangway from me. And somehow we sort of ended up smiling at each other, and then a conversation started. And ever since then, Richard has been part of the Go Live Granny community, which is amazing. And whenever he's down here, we try and link up as well. So he comes often because he loves it here. And so that's good. Right. Yes, I did. I'm going to do some crafting with it this evening. Right. Okay. The actual granny versus the faux granny family. You know what? I love you all. I love you all, but I don't want my grandchildren feeling that they've been outdone by other people who, call me granny. But anyway, I am spending a time with my family this year. Last year, of course, it didn't happen because I was so ill and went into hospital a year ago tonight. Like now, I would have been in hospital this time last year. Very, very grateful to the people who worked their magic and made sure that I came out of hospital still alive and not in a box. So that was brilliant, and really, really grateful to them. And so I forgot what I was going to say, because I do. Richard says he comes to Ireland 3 times a year. And he thinks it was 2018 when we met. Yes, I think it probably was about then. There we go. So, and Rhonda's saying that's what she thought was so adorable. So, right, I've shown you about what I've got to do for this evening. Let's unbox. So this is a box. 111 and St Mary's were excellent. They were. I dialed 111. They asked me loads of questions, and then the lady on the phone said, "Can you get to hospital?" At which point I rang my brother, who very kindly came and got me and took me to hospital. I was on the phone to him today, and I said, "Do you remember a year ago?" And he said, "Oh yes," because we got there, and we went into A&E, and they said, no, it's not here. You need to be at somewhere else, because we'd obviously they were expecting us because I'd done the 111 call, and so they sent me somewhere else. And when we got somewhere else, you see, even shenanigans, even when I'm at the point of almost no return, still shenanigans happen to me. So we went from A&E to this other department, and when we got to the other department, they said, no, you need to go back to A&E. So we went back to A&E. And then my brother got me sorted out, and people took over. And then my brother went home and left me in the very capable hands of some amazing people at St Mary's Hospital. Right, I haven't even opened taken the sellotape open on this parcel. So let's have a look. Now, I believe this parcel isn't something I've just ordered. This parcel is something that comes once a month. Hubby is home now to make lunch for me. He's such a he sounds such a Jen Rhonda. I don't have a hubby. I have had two, but that's all in the past now. So right, okay. Been there, done that. Got the pie and the t-shirt. Eaten the t-shirt and got the pie or something. No, I think that's the wrong way round. Right, let's move the cards out of the way for a minute, and let's put those over there. And I have a pink package, and it says Craft Club on it. And basically, I had signed up to Crafters Companion, and they have a Craft Club kit that comes out once a month. And the what comes in the kit is worth a lot more than the value of that we pay per month. Sorry, I'm going to move the ink daubers because they're sitting on the edge, and you know what's going to happen, don't you? Let's put them on the floor, then they can't fall on the floor. Right, so Craft Club, thank you for your purchase. We hope you enjoy and find crafty inspiration with this month's fabulous Craft Club. Don't forget you can store your Craft Club kits in our exclusive and stylish storage binder. Well, you can't. I bought a storage binder, but I think we're on about month number 9 now, because it didn't start on in January. I think we're on month number 9, and they won't all go in the binder. You can buy more binders, but they certainly won't all go in one binder. But let's have a look and see. Ooh, ooh. I see sparklies. I don't even know what month it's month 9. Let's have a look. Month 9, glittering medallions. Look. Oh, there's Kath. Kath is on the road. Right. So look, Kath's just come in. Were your ears burning, Kath? I was talking about you and John earlier. I'm so Kath and John are going to be very kindly go and pick up my order from IKEA on their way home, because they were very kind and decided that they could save me £40 delivery. So I said to John, what's your delivery charge? And he didn't tell me. So maybe you'll get here and say, oh, my delivery charge is £50. No, you won't, because they're such kind friends. And, they are amazing friends, and they help me so much. So anyway, let's, if I open this, if I take this out of here, it will tell me. No, let's not bother to do that. Let's just open and see what we've got. Always this lovely tissue, and that does not go in the bin. This gets recycled. It gets reused. So who knows what that will reappear as? It might end up as paper flowers or something like that. Who knows? But I do have a box for all my bits of tissue. So now there's this. So this, you see, it's a pocket, a zipped pocket, but it's got holes in it to go in the binder. Well, you can't see because it's got holes to go in the binder, but the binder is full up with all the other kits from before, and they're all spilling out. So is Rhonda? Oh, Rhonda's going now to have her going to have her meal. Lynn, you will even have shenanigans when you reach the pearly gates. Yes, I'm sure I will. They probably won't let me in because I don't have a passport and I don't have a driving license, so nobody knows who I am. I'm sure there'll be shenanigans even when I get to the pearly gates. If I ever get to the pearly gates, I might not go that way. I might go somewhere else. So Rhonda's gone now to have her dinner. Deb's had a meal sorted for her too. Tea time in UK. Have a good day. So as I say, Kath's there. Right. Kath's gone again because she can't hear, so she's going to shut the phone down. And Kath will watch on the replay. But as I say, they are amazing. They are coming back to the Isle of Wight today. And I said I was going to do an IKEA order. And I said, but I need to make sure that I've got everything that I want, because I don't want to make another order, because it's £40 delivery on each order. And so they said, oh, we're going to the mainland. We're coming back past IKEA. We can pick it up for you. So that's what they're doing. But the order wasn't without shenanigans either. You can imagine, can't you? Right. Let's have. I can see glitter. Let's have a look. Whoops a daisy. Right. Oh, glitter's gone on the floor. No, it hasn't. It's gone in the box. Right. There's a lot of glitter here. So there's the envelope. And let's show you what I have. Look. Look, glitter. Oops, wait a minute. Let's take her comment off. Glitter. More glitter. Whoa. Oh, it's gone on the down again in the box. Glitter. And more glitter. You can never have too much sparkle in my world. Right. There we are. Let's pick it up. So, lots of sparkle. Karen's saying she hopes. So Karen's just. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Debs is saying nice idea about making paper flowers from the tissue. I don't waste anything like that I can recycle. Even the bubble wrap that comes around our parcels, I save the bubble wrap to reuse on parcels I send out, you know, and all sorts of it. Even some of the packaging. Kath will tell you when she's in my house, she goes to throw away what might be rubbish, and then she thinks, no, I better not, I better check with Lynn. And she said, are you going to use this for cutting out on your dyeing machine? Yes, I am. So she knows, she's well trained by now, and she's there. She can hear now. She was having trouble. They're traveling back to the island, and she was having trouble listening in, but she can hear now. And then Karen, that's Kath, and then Karen. Hope I'm feeling tickety-boo today. I certainly am, Karen. I am rejoicing because it was a year ago today that I nearly didn't make it through the night. And so I did. And I'm here another year on, and hopefully a lot more years to come. So, and what's the wow? Yvonne's saying wow, but I've forgotten what you would. What are you saying wow to? Oh, wow to all my glitter, was it? So in this first little pack, it says on their foam pads, right? So here we are, lots and lots of tiny little foam pads, because we as crafters often, I do need a tray to hold. Oh no, I've got my glitters at the moment in a Tiffany, totally Tiffany storage bag, which are see-through bags, so that they're like those like, you know, sometimes you can get a makeup bag that you can see in, and it's got Velcro on it, and it's plastic, so you can see in it. That's like that's what totally Tiffany bags are. Tiffany has created the whole storage unit with all these bags that, you know, all different shapes and sizes that take different things. So the foam pads we use to raise things up. For example, my little driving home for Christmas, if I turn it on its side, you can probably see between the piece of card and the box, there's some little foam pads. Can you see? And that gives it more dimension. It makes it pop more. So these are all tricks I've just learned from watching Crafters Companion and watching other crafters online. It's amazing. Right. So do you have a tray to hold glitter like you don't? No, I haven't. Oh, I need to get something maybe, but let's see. They'll find. They'll tuck in somewhere. Kathy's a brilliant friend for me. She is, Yvonne, but you've also been a brilliant friend to me, obviously in a different way, because, you know, we can't get to see each other very well because of mobility issues, and, you know, and whatever. But you're a great friend too, in a different way. Lots of you are good friends, but all in different ways, which is marvelous. So that's the 3D foam pads. Let's put those over there. And now I've got some clear stamps. Karen's saying you and I both in the Paulie Club last year. At least this Christmas we won't be incarcerated. Well, we hope we won't. Let's not talk too soon, Karen. But I have got some wonderful plans. I know that Christmas is going to be a time of great joy this year. So, look. Yvonne's got to go for dinner. Bye, Yvonne. Nice to see you. Nice. Look what I've got. Wow. Wait a minute. Hang on. No, I need a piece of card to put it in front of, don't I? Except I've put it. Look at. Oh, let's put it the other way around. That's a lovely big stamp, isn't it? There we go. I can get my ink dauber out on that and daub lots of ink on that, and then print that up and then colour it. And look at this. Look at this. Look at that beautiful butterfly. You can never have too many butterflies. Whoa! It's gone on. It's flown. It fell down and then it's rolled across the floor. It's over there. And I can't pick it up with my magnetic tool because it's a stamp. It's not a die. And so it's not. It won't be. But I'll pick it up after I finish the broadcast. So that is my clear stamps. And then what have I got in here? Oh, this is a guide. Oh, this is a cutting guide. That's a cutting guide. First, it tells you all the different layers. So apparently you layer this all up. I will need to understand. I will need to watch the video. Craig Laird is one of the presenters on Crafter's Companion, and he's the one that does the videos for the advent calendars every day. After we've opened our calendars, he gives us an idea of things that we can make with what's in the calendar, but he also does the craft club videos and does demonstrations with the stuff out of these kits. So this one is but there's a birthday card and it says follow these step-by-step instructions to create your own fabulous glittering medallions. And this says for detailed video guides, scan they're putting QR codes on now that you can scan. So Yvonne, have a lovely dinner. So in here it's got the instructions of how one might use this. So I will not go through all that now, but I will look up the tutorial that Craig's done as well. And then there's another big bag here, and I think this has got some nice paper and card in it. What does it say? Coloured card. So they give you card, they give you glitter, all that. It depends what they're trying to get across each time. So hello, Yvonne. Right, Yvonne's gone now. So you said hello, and then off she went. But don't take it personally, Karen. I think she was just going to go and have her tea anyway. Oh my goodness, I can't get into this. And these little envelopes, even these I recycle and I cut out and I use them in my crafting. So, but what I will do is I'm going to slit this down the side because I can't get the card out. It's so full, this envelope, that it's stuck. So let's just cut down the edge. Right, let's cut down the edge and let's show you what card I've got in here. So, look at all that lovely card, all those lovely bits of card. And so I will study the tutorial later. I might do that while I'm crafting these cards and see how Craig got on with using all the glitter. You can never have too much sparkle in my world, you know that. So my sister is trying to ring me, and I will finish the broadcast soon because I need to talk to my sister. But I've cut her off because I need to finish the broadcast. So I tell you what, let's quickly do the. I need to go and ring her because there's an important thing I need to discuss with her. Oh, and my battery's nearly dying. Let's plug you in, otherwise the battery's going to die. Oh, now that's going to be a bit awkward. Wait a minute, can I turn it on its side? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, hang on. Oh no, I have to plug the shenanigans. I have to plug the phone in at the bottom, and of course I had the phone standing in my spoon holder, and of course I couldn't do it that way. Let's see if I can put it on a different stand. Wait a minute, got another stand here. Let's see if we can do it like that. till we finish the broadcast, but I need to prop something behind it, otherwise you're going to fall down like that. Let's see, what can I prop behind it? Oh no, wait a minute, let's see. Oh, I've put one of the greetings. Whoa, oh no, you've fallen, folks. How tight. This is awkward. Right, let's get, got a pile of books in front of me. Let's get one of the books, put it in the back of the, because the stand is too big, it needs something to push the phone forward. But then if it does that, then the phone won't fall. It will fall. Oh, sorry, folks. Let's, oh dear. Shenanigans, shenanigans. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Right, there we go. Right, we've got you back. I don't know where the, oh, there's the comments. Let's see. Right, so it is day 13 and my lucky day. So here's number 13 on the Galaxy chocolate one. And it has got, it's got a Santa Claus. So I shall have that with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea later. So that is door number 30. Whoops. Oh dear. Hang on, I'm knocking the wire of the phone. Oh, I've just had a text message from IKEA. Kath, if you're still watching, I've had a text message from IKEA. I'll finish the broadcast in a minute and I'll let you know. It probably means the goods are available to collect at IKEA. So we will just finish off the broadcast shortly. Then I can check the messages and then I can ring my sister because it seems to be a bit of a busy time. Right, let's have a look at door number 13 on the Crafter's Companion crafty advent calendar. And let's see. Oh, and I did use what came in last night's I think it was a stamp, wasn't it? Whatever came in last night's store, I used today when I was doing some prepping for these greetings cards. So it'll remind me later, but I can't. You're wondering about order confirmation. I think that's Kath, if you can just hang on a few minutes, I will have a look. I don't think I can do it while I'm on broadcast. So I'll just do this very quickly and then I'll let you know. But I bet that's what it is. I bet it's an order confirmation. I hope it's not a cancelling the order. That would be terrible, wouldn't it? Right, door number 13. It's over here. Oh, it's massive. Look, it's a massive door today. What do you think is in there? What do you think is in that here? Let me see if I can feel anything. No clues from feeling it, which means it's probably something flat like an embossing folder or a stencil or maybe a little paper pad, maybe a small paper pad. Who knows? What do you think? Anybody going to guess? Let's see if any of you are going to guess. I'm not going to leave it long because I do need to obviously finish the broadcast and do the other bits I need to do because it's busy. And then I just need encouragement to get all these cards done, but I'm going to have such a ball. Embossing pad. Deb thinks it's an embossing pad. What does anybody else think? I'm going to have a peek. You can guess, but I'm going to have a peek and see. Nobody else guesses. Oh, well, guess what, Debs? You are right. It is not an embossing pad. Sorry, an embossing folder. Is that what you meant, Debs? I don't know if that's what you meant. Ah, it's too well in. It won't come out. Oh my goodness. And look, this is a fun one. It's like animals. It's like a cheetah. Look, there we go. So basically, you put a piece of card inside here. You do this. You fold it, and then you put it through your cutting an embossing machine. And what it will do, it won't do this obviously because it's not the same one. But this card here like this, I then put through the folder. I put through the machine. Oops, that's coming off. And look, that's how it looks when it's embossed. So this one will make that sort of pattern. So that's good fun, isn't it? I've got some of these already, but that will still be useful. So there we go. So that's, folks, where I'm going to leave it, because, as I say, I need to go. I need to go and chat with Kath and John and tell them what the IKEA text message said. Because obviously I don't want them to miss their ferry while they're faffing about on my IKEA order. So, you know, that will be another set of drawers I've got to put together. But I put the first one together myself. John did rescue me a bit, because I'd done it, and then the other day I noticed one bit was pulling away, and John went and had a look, and I had put some screws in the wrong way. I'd put them from the outside in, and they should have gone from the inside out. So he sorted it. It's good to have somebody who will actually put right the things that I don't quite get right. So Debs is saying that colour card would make a good wild cat. It would, wouldn't it? I thought that was such a lovely colour, that one. And we have so many. I've got a pack of it's called Precious Metals card, and it's actually lots of different shiny cards, and it's all in different colors, like gold, all different sorts of golds and things like that. So folks, I hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast. As I say, I do feel fighting fit. I feel even more fighting fit today, I suppose, because it's the anniversary of me having, you know, an having been saved and having an extra year so far. That, you know, it makes me feel good. And it's just great. So life is good. Life is very good, and it will be even better at the end of the evening when I've finished all these 20 cards. And what I will do, because obviously I won't be able to show you in a live stream, because I will be handing them over tomorrow, and they may come in the morning. I don't know when they're coming to get them. If they don't come in the morning, if they're coming later in the day, I will do a live stream. But otherwise, I'll do a video, and I'll take a lot of photographs so you can see what I actually what I actually made with them. So yes, Debs is saying night, happy crafting, everyone. I'm going to do lots of lovely crafting, but first I'm going to have a cup of tea and possibly a quick bite to eat. Then I'm going to put on Crafter's Companion one. No, I'm going to put Crafter's Companion on first, and then make my cup of tea and I'm not that hungry at the moment. Maybe I'll do some crafting and then get my tea. Bye everybody. Thank you for joining me. And God's willing, hopefully I will be back tomorrow with another live stream, and we will be opening door number 14 tomorrow, and maybe I'll have some unboxing to do, but maybe hang on, I shouldn't have that on screen. Sorry, I realized that first photograph is okay. That's my sister when she was little. And I don't know if I can. That's me there, but I'm not going to show any more, right? Because of course when I plugged that in, I moved the camera, didn't I? Right, bye everybody, have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I will catch you on another broadcast very soon. Bye.